Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. The Rebels will put toe to leather and will get started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So USC's offense will get the first possession of the game. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Pass to Sticks and still on his feet. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. They're going to ride this running back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
That's caught. It's Carney. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. The Trojans look to keep this drive humming. They're going to run it. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. They feed him again. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Well, the quarterback and his intended target just simply didn't have the timing there. The ball falls incomplete on 3rd, now setting up 4th down.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. With the catch, it's Carney. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give from the gun. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Reads it, fires complete. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Trojans! Made the... Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll try the left side. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get this running back.
There he goes! They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. And the Rebels send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. A little screen to the running back. Oh, he's got a chance. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big game.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Trojans decide to punt it away. A low line drive and not his best work. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. Shakes off the defender. Just dismissing tackles. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. The Rebels, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll give it to him again. Breaks into the open. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, the ground game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Stevens. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. And the Rebels have pushed it inside the 20. Here's the handoff. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down. They'll run it from the gun. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll ride the hot hand. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. Line getting set on 2nd down. Now they're going to throw it. Right on the money. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it.
And 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Caught behind the line. It's Carney. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field, catch the defense off guard.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's call it.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Makes the grab. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And guys, how many 1st downs is that? Just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the 3rd quarter.
And the Trojans line it up with a 1st and goal. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined. And the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn. Touchdown, USC! They wanted to finish, and that they did. Off the play fake on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the 1st down? Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab. It's Stevens. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Rebels come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. He'll go to the sneak. This 1st half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run play action. Nice catch along the sidelines, but they get nothing out of it.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up third down. And wait a minute, third down now becomes, we're going to go for it on fourth down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
Catch in the middle, it's Stevens. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that first down marker. The Rebels will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Quick release on the RPO. Finds enough room to get it to the 21 before going out of bounds. Here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Carney. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimum gain.
He'll try to get it through the air. Makes the grab. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he's stopped. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure's there and he lets it go. He just treated that thing like a hot potato, and they're going to call him for grounding.
Intentional grounding.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now on second down for this offense. They just keep firing. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. He's got his man. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. They'll try the run. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? To the air on second down. Pulls it in. It's Carney. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. The give to the back. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. The Trojans want to crank the tempo. Might as well give it to him again. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Trojans, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the right. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
The Trojans had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Pocket breaking down. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
And he misses. How about that, man? Like, it seems like everything he's thrown so far has worked, especially down here. He's already got 2 touchdown passes against this defense. So, guys, I'm kind of surprised when he misses down here.
Fires to the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today in Oxford. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's head back to the Grove and our fellas at Vaught Hemingway Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
And the Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. So you come out of the locker room for the second half, and right away, you throw a pick.
Bad news, too, because you go into the locker room and you sort of regroup, and you start thinking about how you're going to attack this defense, what adjustments you're going to make. You feel like you got a good plan running out of the locker room, and then to throw a pick right away, man, that is a gut punch.
Fires to the tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find your rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the game.
To the air on first down. Got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Trojans. How efficient have they been as they extend? Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. The option look. Now the pitch. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. The Rebels line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Quarterback making checks. Going to swing it on 2nd down. That's reeled in. It's Carney. Turning it on. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. This time they'll go to the running game. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Trojans headed quickly to the line. Finds the tight end. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Now lining up to snap it in the red zone. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. He leaves it with his back. What a job up front, and he'll lose it. About to have the 9th snap on this drive. You don't want to settle for a field goal. They'll run it on 3rd and goal. He's a tough, crafty back, but he couldn't find his way to the marker, and it'll be 4th down. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Trojans! Going right to work up top. Throws to the wideout. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, running back on the move. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Bringing the heat. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. And the Rebels will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Hauls it in, looking for space. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. From the gun. Give on the inside. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Inside the 35. Oh, he's got some space. Slippery slide. Fire. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Leaves it with the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Wants to throw on 3rd. Under fire. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And everybody in the stadium knew that was going to be a pass, right, guys? I mean, it's 3rd down. You're trailing by so many points right now, and the defense is just smelling blood in the water. They're like sharks out there right now, getting after the quarterback. They've been doing that all game, by the way, and that's a trend that looks like it's just simply going to continue.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. He wants to change this route. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now on second down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And the Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Trojans want to move quickly.
Oftentimes when offenses get a first down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo, and you're seeing them now go hurry up.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw on third down. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Southern Cal. All that man. Tight end now in motion. Leaves it with the back. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Quarterback on the keeper. Spins away from the defender. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player. But, man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming, you really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just...
There he goes. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. They'll run the option. Now the toss. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line. The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on foot. Touchdown, USC! Fired in. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man. It's Stevens. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Third down conversion's always a huge stat. They've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down and run. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
A huge game. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and had a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably I'm going to need these runs. I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. 2nd down coming up. Looking for a gap. It's Stevens. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. And the Rebels kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. He breaks a tackle across the 25. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous part. A late touchdown.
Hey, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Clemson was far from the friendly confines of Death Valley, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And some room to work. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. And the Trojans in the hurry-up. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. After run, now throw. Takes a hit as he fires. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Unloads quickly. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. The Trojans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.